Let's go through the exercise part of third chapter, Our Changing Earth. We'll go with the answer the following questions. Why do the plates move? The movement of molten magma inside the earth results in the movement of plates. What are exogenic and endogenic forces? Exogenic means outside and endogenic means inside. Okay, both forces are the movements of the earth is divided on the basis of the forces which causes them. So the forces that act in the interior of the earth are called endogenic forces, and the forces that works on the surface of the earth are called exogenic forces. Then what is erosion? It is defined as the wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind and ice. And the process of erosion and deposition creates different landforms. Okay, this is the definition of erosion. Then how are floodplains formed? When the river overflows its banks, it results in the flooding of the area surrounding it. When it floods, it deposits a layer of fine soil and other materials called sediments, and this forming a fertile layer of soil. It is known as floodplains. What are sand dunes? When the wind blows, it lifts and transports sand from one place to another. And when the wind stops blowing, the sand fall and get deposited in the low hills like structures. And these are called sand dunes. Okay. How are beaches formed? The sea waves deposits sediments along the seashores, and this results in the formation of beaches. Okay. Then what are the oxbow lakes? When the river enters the plains, it twists and turns, forming large bends known as meanders, and in due course of time the meanders loops started to cut off the river and form cut-off lakes known as oxbow lakes. This I had already shown you in the animation. Did you saw it? Then you will get it more clearly. Okay, what is the meaning of oxbow lakes? Then take the correct answer. No need of writing this in copies, just take in your textbook. Which is not an erosional feature of sea waves? The answer is cliff. Then second, the depositional feature of a glacier is moraine. Okay, which is caused by the sudden movement of the earth? Right answer is volcano. River of ice. Meanders, hard bed rocks. Okay, then beach, it is seashore. Then sand dunes, they are found in deserts. Then waterfall, right answer is with river. Okay, then earthquake, vibration of earth. Okay, this is the right answers of match the following answer. You can also do this in your textbook. No need of writing in your copy. Now coming to the give reasons. Now we'll solve give reasons. Some rocks have a shape of the mushroom. Yes, these are found in deserts. So wind usually erode the lower section of the rock more than the upper part. Therefore such rocks have narrower base and wider top, which takes the shape of the mushroom. It looks something like this. You can see like this rocks are formed in desert. Okay. Floodplains are very fertile. Why they are fertile? Because it is formed by the deposition of fine soil and other materials like sediments on the river bank, and so these are brought due by flood water. So they are very fertile. Sea caves are turned into stacks. Sea waves strikes at the rocks. As a result, cracks develops, which becomes bigger over time, and hollow-like caves are formed on the rocks, and these are called sea caves. These cavities become bigger and bigger, and a time came and the time comes when only the roof of the caves remains to form sea arcs. Further, erosion breaks the roof and only walls are left. These walls-like structure are called stacks. In this way, sea caves are turned into stacks. The answer is very easy. Yes, most of the buildings are not safe enough to resist the vibration of earthquakes as they are not earthquake proof. They collapse, tearing apart due to shallow foundation and lack of adequate steel in the interior design. That's why we used to say that foundation should be very strong, then only the building can be strong. Okay. Now next is activity part. Let's do it together. Observe the photographs given below. There are various features made by rivers. Identify them and also tell whether they are erosional or depositional or landform formed by both. They are saying that you have to categorize them. Either they are erosional, that means they are erosional, or they are depositional, or they are formed by both. Which both? Erosional and depositional. Then first is waterfall. Waterfall is erosional and depositional both. Then mandias, they are erosional and depositional both. Then floodplains are depositional. They are depositional. That means they are deposited and formed by flood. Okay, flood water they are formed. So they are depositional. So with this our chapter is completed. Students, just complete your copy and show me. Then we'll continue in our next class with a new chapter.